Well, hey guys, as I'm sure you know, Sephora is having their big insider sale and it's open to pretty much everyone. You just have to be an insider and that's easy to do. You just go in and sign up for it. So I thought I would share with you guys some of my favorite skincare and hair care products that are on sale from Sephora. Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. This is a really popular chemical sunscreen and the formulation is really nice if you have oily, acne-prone skin because it's formulated not only with silicones, which reduce shine, but it's also got isododecane in it. That is a nice emollient that kind of has almost a pore blurring effect. It does not leave any cast. It is a chemical sunscreen. It may burn or sting around the eyes, however, for some people, because as you guys know, chemical sunscreens, they can be a little irritating. It works pretty well under makeup. It's just a very nice formulation and it looks nice on the skin and it's moisturizing without being greasy or heavy. Now, one of my long-standing favorite sunscreens from Sephora is the Murad City Skin Age Defense Broad Spectrum SPF 50 Mineral Sunscreen. This is a mineral sunscreen with zinc and titanium dioxide and it also is tinted. The tint, however, is very light. If you have a deeper skin tone, this is going to leave a cast on your skin. It is not water resistant, but the formulation overall looks really good on paler skin tones. It's not greasy, it doesn't have any shine to it, and the iron oxides that give it the tint may also offer some protection against visible light and the blue light wavelengths that leads to hyperpigmentation and possibly free radicals. The sunscreen from Sephora that at baseline, in my opinion, is the best sunscreen value at Sephora is the Jack Black Oil-Free Sun Guard SPF 45. Now this is a water-resistant combination sunscreen. So it has a combination of mineral sunscreen ingredients and chemical sunscreen ingredients. It has zinc, octinoxate, and octisalate. This leaves a little bit of a white cast. If you have a medium to paler skin tone, it's not gonna leave a cast on your skin. But if you have a deeper skin tone, it's going to leave a little bit of a cast that you will especially notice in side lighting. Combination sunscreens, as far as the cast, they're somewhere in between an all mineral formulation, which leaves a cast, and a chemical sunscreen, which does not. They're kind of a happy medium. And this one looks really nice on the skin. It doesn't pill, it doesn't ball. I get comments from a lot of male viewers that they actually really like this in the beard area. And at baseline is $20, which for Sephora is a pretty good deal. You know, Elta MD's UV Sport is identical, in my opinion, to the Jack Black Oil-Free Sun Guard. All right, now First Aid Beauty is a brand that, I don't know, they're hit or miss, let's be honest. But a product that I really, really like and recently discovered, I think last year, and it was in one of my favorites videos, definitely worth it. It's the First Aid Beauty Ultra Repair Wild Oat Hydrating Toner. I was really impressed with this. I was not expecting much and I was taken aback. It is a hydrating, moisturizing toner with colloidal oats in it. It's got beta-glucan, which is a humectant, and it also has licorice root for skin brightening. I was very impressed not only in how moisturizing this was, but it really did impart a nice radiant, healthy glow. The way to use it is after you cleanse the skin while it's still damp, pat just a little bit of this onto the surface of the skin and then apply a moisturizer on over it. I am not kidding when I say this product really did make a visible difference in the appearance of my skin as far as evening out skin tone and just giving the skin a very radiant, healthy glow. With it getting into the winter months and it being more drying, if you are in the market for a hydrating toner, this is a good one. I highly recommend it, especially for those of you who are just looking to improve overall skin tone and texture through hydration. It does have feverfew extract. Now, some people are allergic to that. Most of the time, it's the parthenolide component, which is removed in the majority of skincare products, but I did want to point that out. If you are allergic to like chrysanthemum, this could cause problems for you, but it also has honey in it, which is a wonderful humectant and has a lot of anti-inflammatory compounds in it. But in addition to honey, it's got a honey Saccharomyces ferment filtrate that is going to contain more humectants as well as antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds. It's just a very soothing, hydrating toner. This actually has some viscosity to it, and I'm telling you, noticeable difference in the luminosity of the skin. And honestly, I don't think $24 is that expensive, and then of course you can get it on sale. You guys know one of my favorite cleansing balms is the Inkey List Oat Cleansing Balm. And this is affordable at baseline. It does a really good job breaking up the film of water-resistant sunscreen, makeup, and it emulsifies well when you add water to it after you've rubbed it all over your face. I really like it. However, some people do not care for the odor that it has because it is fragrance free, but it has colloidal oats in it, and those can kind of have a little bit of an earthy, oaty scent that a lot of people don't like. The other thing people don't like about this product is that when you first get it, especially, it has oat kernel oil in it, which is great for the skin, but when you first get it, that kind of separates out a little bit. So when you first get it and you first start using it, you get some separation and some oiliness. A lot of people don't like that. But for me, this is one of my favorite cleansing balms. It just does a really good job. It's affordable. It doesn't have any irritating ingredients in it. Now the Inkey list, I have tons of favorite products from that brand, but another product that I don't have currently, but I've recommended in several videos that is really good is their polyhydroxy acid toner. Polyhydroxy acids include things like gluconolactone, zinc gluconate, lactobionic acid. Very, very, very gentle exfoliants, help with shedding of heaped up cellular debris in the stratum corneum, help that turn over, just improving the overall look of the skin, more radiant, even, healthy, glowing. And polyhydroxy acids also help with skin hydration, they help with skin elasticity, and they may help in reducing glycation from sun damage. Now, polyhydroxy acids also are great because a lot of people have very, very, very sensitive skin. They want to use an exfoliant, but their skin does not tolerate it. This is a great family of ingredients to include in your routine, and that particular product from the Inkey list is great. It not only has these, but it's free of fragrance. And the way to use it is after cleansing, after you've rinsed the skin while it's still damp, just pat a little bit in and then apply moisturizer on over it. Really great product. So I would say those two just come to mind as some of the standout products from the Inkey list, but they have a lot of great ones. And so check out my video on my favorites from the Inkey list if you want more recommendations, but those two are probably standouts for me from this brand. All right, in my opinion, one of the best things to happen to Sephora is that they now have Paula's Choice products. I love Paula's Choice, cruelty-free. They have a ton of great no-nonsense skincare products, a little pricey, but over the past several years, the Paula's Choice website has stopped having sales as often. When I first was introduced to Paula's Choice, they were having sales left and right, and you could always get a good deal on their products, even though they are a bit on the pricier end. But speaking of cleansing balms, this year I tried out their new Omega cleansing balm. Loved it. Like the Inkey list one, they're actually very similar in my experience as far as the outcomes of cleansing. Very gentle, spread on the surface of the skin smoothly. The Paula's Choice one does not do that separation thing. The Paula's Choice one doesn't have the oat oil in it. Instead, it has jojoba seed oil in it. Very short ingredient list. It emulsifies easily. It just really does a good job. It's nice to spread on the surface of the skin. It's just not like one of those sticky, hard cleansing balms that you kind of have to really rub in. And it rinses off and gets off, you know, the cosmetic residue, the sunscreen very well. It is more expensive than the Inkey list one, but I would say the main difference is it doesn't have that kind of odor. So that's another cleansing balm favorite and a good option from the sale. But speaking of Paula's Choice, this is one of the bundles that I think is a good value. Now, they have actually a few, but you guys know one of the best products, in my opinion, from Paula's Choice is the BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This is just a 2% salicylic acid toner. It's great if you have oily, acne-prone skin. It's great for pores, blackheads, whiteheads, and salicylic acid is also really good for those of you who deal with hyperpigmentation. It's gentle for deeper skin tones. Also good if you deal with like sebaceous hyperplasia and you're trying to prevent more of those bumps from occurring. It's good for hastening the clearance of milia. It's good for sebaceous filaments. So this is a long-standing favorite of mine. I mean, it is a good product. Everybody raves about it for good reason, but they've got these bundles and they have this product. I'm not sure the size, but it's like this product and then a smaller version of it in a bundle. But they also have a bundle of the liquid exfoliant plus the Skin Perfecting 25% AHA, 2% BHA exfoliant peel. I like this product too. I reviewed it for you guys earlier this year. It has 25% alpha hydroxy acid, and of those alpha hydroxy acids, it's got glycolic, lactic, and mandelic. I have videos on all those different types of acids, by the way. Anyways, in addition to that, it's also got salicylic acid. This is a product that you put onto the skin, leave on for 10 minutes and then rinse off, and you only need to use it once a week. Remember in my recent video reviewing CeraVe's new alpha hydroxy acid skin renewing nightly serum, whatever it's called. I talked about in that video how that product, which has 5% alpha hydroxy acid, that's a product for everyday use that I didn't think, based on the formulation, was going to give you a very deep appeal as like a peel product. I got a lot of comments in that video, can you recommend something that's more intense that could be used like on a once a week basis? It's very good. Now it also has butterfly pea flower in it, which has antioxidants and anti-inflammatory compounds, but it gives it this kind of purplish coloration. So I like this product a lot. It's a great way to just smooth out the surface of the skin, help with oiliness, blackheads, close comedones, and to improve skin texture as well. I think this is a good value. However, I would caution you guys with this bundle in that if you are using this product twice a day, which you can use it up to twice a day, if you're using this twice a day, it's probably gonna be unnecessary and too much for you to also use this once a week. So it's kind of, I don't know, I wouldn't have bundled it that way, but that being said, both of these products are very good. Now that we're getting into the colder months, over exfoliating not only of course can cause irritation, but too much dryness. So be cautious with that. But either of these products you could get by themselves and take advantage of the insider sale. Then the other Paula's Choice product that I do think is a really good investment is the azelaic acid booster. It's got azelaic acid in it, which is great for acne, rosacea, hyperpigmentation. It's a good ingredient. It's anti-inflammatory. It helps with skin cell turnover. But this particular product also has salicylic acid in it, and it has licorice root. So it's a great formulation for hyperpigmentation. And that's a great azelaic acid product to use. Just got a knock at my door. I think I got an iHerb order, of course. Anyways, yeah, it's a great product for hyperpigmentation. If you're in the market for an azelaic acid, I would suggest trying that out. All right, now this product I have here new in box, but I have used and shared in a favorites video, and I love it. It is the Josie Maran Argan Pro-Retinol Whipped Body Butter. Not such a fan of the name because it kind of implies that you're getting retinol in this, which you're not. I don't even know where they came up with that. But this product, you know, as a body moisturizer, blew me out of the water. It's got, of course, argan oil in it, and it also has safflower seed oil, shea butter. It has avocado oil, another wonderful emollient. This gave my skin a really nice, healthy, radiant glow. I think they call it pro-retinol because it's got some botanic extracts in it, which they're, you know, kind of grasping at straws about vitamin A. I would ignore that, but I honestly was taken aback by this moisturizer. It was originally sent to me in PR, and then I recently repurchased it. So I'm not gonna pop the top on this new one just yet, but I highly recommend this. I think it'd make a great gift. It is kind of a luxury item in my opinion, but it's worth it, and I think it would make a fantastic gift for somebody. So take advantage of the sale to check this out. I was really blown away by it, and I actually, you know, purchased one for myself after getting it in PR and using it and loving it. Now, for those of you who have acne, there is a device that you can get at Sephora, the Light Stim for acne. It's a wand that has blue light and red light, which are wonderful for helping with breakouts, and that the blue light helps reduce the burden of the bacteria in the skin that lead to breakouts, and the red light is anti-inflammatory. This particular device can really help with redness and breakouts. I have videos, by the way, on the benefits of red and blue light for a variety of skin issues and skin conditions, and this is a device I always recommend. So definitely take advantage because it is not inexpensive. It's $169. Now, I would not get this if you have more extensive breakouts. This is a good device, in my opinion, for people who maybe get really painful jaw breakouts, or only get breakouts related to their menstrual cycle. But if you have more extensive, more involvement, larger areas of involvement of your acne, this is just too labor intensive. It's more for people who get the occasional breakouts, All right, and then I'm gonna end with some hair care favorite recommendations. The Bumble Invisible Hairdresser's Oil Heat and UV Protective Primer. This is a great product because not only is it a heat protector for those of you who heat style your hair, but it also has some UV filters in it that can help with reducing UV damage to the strands of your hair. Yes, UV rays can definitely damage your hair strands. Now, of course, you don't get skin cancer on your hair. You can get it in your scalp, but not on your hair. Now, this product, while it will protect your strands, to be clear, it's not going to protect your scalp from UV damage, but it will protect your hair from like weathering, especially if you have blonde hair. It's a lot more vulnerable to UV damage. If you have color treated hair, even more vulnerable. So this is a great product, especially a lot of people who color treat their hair, they end up, wanting to do some degree of heat styling. This is a great kind of multi-purpose product, and it leaves the hair very glossy and shiny and manageable. So you can get it by itself, but they also have this cute little kit that is $20 where you get a small sample of it to try out, and it's a decent size, so you can get multiple tries out of it. It's not just a little packet. You get a sample of that, but you also get a sample of the Bumble Hairdresser's Invisible Oil Mask. I love doing masks just for some deep conditioning to help with reducing breakage and frizz. And then in that little kit, you also get a small, tiny, like one-time use shampoo and conditioner sample. All right, see if I can say it right, because I've been saying it wrong all along, but I cannot hype these up enough. The Aquis hair towels, these I never want to be without because they remove the water from your hair so quickly, and they are really lightweight on the head as you're, doing the rest of your nightly routine, or, you're getting ready. You can just wear these very comfortably. They're not heavy. Unlike other microfiber towels that I've tried for the hair, these are a lot more expedient with the water removal, and that helps your hair a lot. It helps cut down on frizz, breakage, fragility. And these are also helpful because as they're removing that water quickly, it cuts down on exposure time of water to your scalp. And if you live somewhere like I do with really hard water, well, that hard water can leave a film behind on the scalp that contributes to scalp itch, little itchy bumps. So not only is it good for your hair, but it's also beneficial for your scalp. Plus, if you've been using like regular bath towels to dry your hair, oh my gosh, first of all, they're very inefficient at removing the water. And second of all, they're heavy and they can put a lot of weight on your hair strands that can contribute to breakage. Plus, it's uncomfortable at the scalp, and that can lead to scalp discomfort. These I highly recommend. I have really been impressed with them. And this particular one that I'm holding up here, they're all called, I like the turbans. I also have one of theirs that is just a towel, and I like that. I use that actually more for like wiping water off of my face when I wash my face than actually using it to towel dry my hair. But the reason I like the turbans is you can be hands-free more easily. But this particular one I have is their Copper Sure one. It's got copper woven into the fabric, and that's antimicrobial. So this one is a newer one for me. It's really good. But I also have I've got like 3 of them now. The waffle print one you guys have seen me wear. These are great. Highly recommend them. And then last but not least, for hair and skin, y'all know I like to sleep on a silk pillowcase. It cuts down on friction on my skin, cuts down on irritation. It's cool, helps me get a better night's sleep, and it doesn't lead to as much frizz, breakage, tangles on my hair. And I'm always getting questions, can you recommend a more affordable alternative to silk? And satin definitely is an option. Now, they have this brand Kitsch, and I've tried a lot. I've gotten a lot of stuff from Kitsch over the years, and I've really been impressed with the quality. I just took this off of my pillow. I have 2 pillows. I have 2 Sleep and Glow pillows. One has a silk pillowcase and the other one has the satin one from Kitsch. But this is really a good alternative to silk, and it's nice and smooth on the skin. I just wash this in the delicate cycle and leave it to air dry, and that's how I launder it. One of the main benefits of using a pillowcase like this or a silk one is that it really cuts down on frizz and breakage, and just helps your hair when you wake up the following morning. It just makes your hair care routine go a lot more smoothly. Quite literally, your hair is a lot smoother. You don't have to spend as much time styling it with heat. All right, you guys, that is everything from the Sephora sale that I would recommend. It's funny, you know, when I first started on YouTube, there was like nothing in Sephora that I would ever recommend. And then Drunk Elephant came along and that was all anybody could ever talk about. But since that time, I feel like they have gotten progressively better with their skincare selection. Like now they've got the Inkey list, and then they also have Paula's Choice. So it's gotten better over the years, so much to the point that I felt compelled to make this video because there are a lot of good gems now in the Sephora skincare section. You just have to weave around all the noise. So hopefully this video helped you out. Let me know in the comments if you are shopping the Sephora sale or if you are just not into Sephora. Let me know. I love hearing from you guys, and your feedback is always helpful to me in what kind of videos I make in the future. So if you like this one, give it a thumbs up, share it with your friends, and as always, don't forget, sunscreen and subscribe. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Bye.